Hey guys, this is CeeLo coming to you. I'm inviting you guys to come along on my new YouTube channel, my very first journey. I'm going to be doing a total of 18-day program. I'm starting with my distilled water cleanse. In the mornings, I'm just going to give you a little general roundabout everything, because then I'm going to be filming daily and let you know how it's going, what's coming out, how I'm feeling, and how things are working out. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start. This is a 950 mils or 32 ounces I'm going to start with. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the diatomaceous earth. This is the one that I'm going to be using. I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of that in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and add some probiotics because that's important too for the digestive system, get things working, clean it out. I'm going to be adding also some silica. Silica is good. It helps clean out your colon. This is kind of like an ingestible colon cleanse with all of your minerals in the morning. I'm going to be using the pure MSM powder. That also minerals. I'm going to be taking one niacin caplet. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open that up. It's 500 milligrams. I'm going to dump that into the powder. I'm also going to take aluminum free, of course, no aluminum. The government gives us plenty of that. Chemtrails? No. Anyway, so the baking powder, about a teaspoon of that. And of course the Himalayan sea salt. You're going to want to dissolve I don't know, altogether about 15-20 drops once it's dissolved, so like a teaspoon of that. Go ahead and add it to the distilled water in the morning. You'll go ahead and mix it all up in your cup and you will drink that down. That's going to be my morning drink. Interestingly enough, I had posted this on my Facebook and told people what I was going to do with a picture with all of the stuff, and one of my friends was interested in starting. So he contacted me 3 days ago, so today's his 8th day, and at that point he was on it for 5 days, and he said how great that he felt. Best, easiest cleanse that he's done. He didn't even feel hungry. So I'm really looking forward to it because I have not done, I have completely and totally not done a fast, ever, not willingly. So this is my first willing fast. I will also be doing daily organic coffee enemas. I will do that in the afternoon. Ooh, what is this? No. The butt bucket. Enemas. You know, I thought it was really weird. I just started doing it last month, but I will tell you, it is absolutely awesome. I'm also going to do a parasite cleanse. So for the first 10 days with the distilled water, I've got, this is papaya seeds. These are dried out. I got some more right now in the oven drying out. I'm going to go ahead and mill these in my NutriBullet, and I'm going to take a tablespoon once a day and just, you know, swallow it with the distilled water. I plan on using a minimum of 1 gallon of distilled water a day, and that includes the initial 32 ounces in the morning with all of my minerals. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think it's also important to put other things in our body like chlorella, and I'm going to explain I'm going to go through all the different products that I'm using every single day when I start this July the 4th. I'm going to be posting a video of what I've done, how I've been feeling, how things are progressing, why I'm using certain things, you know, the reasons, the science behind it. Just makes good sense. So I will be using that, and I'm going to be taking a shot of wheatgrass every day also, and spirulina. And why spirulina? I'm going to answer that too in another upcoming video. I just kind of wanted to get everything together to let you guys whoever's going to follow this to know why I'm doing it. Um, but okay, so we got 10 days of that. Then I'm going to follow that directly by 5 days of a green juice cleanse. So I'm going to kind of get back into it with the green juices, and we'll go over that because I have my own Breville juicer. And I will go ahead and I will juice some vegetables and let you see how that goes. And so I will do the juicing. I'm not going to limit my juicing. I can have as much juice as I want a day, as long as it's the green juice, as long as it's nutritious. I'm going to keep doing all of my minerals. And then on 5 days after that, I'm going to follow that. I'm going to break the fast with a 3-day raw food, just twice a day, because I'm going to limit my calories. There's something called CRONE, which is an acronym for Calorie Restriction for Optimal Nutrition. And I find that very interesting. I don't know if I could do that on a daily, who knows, maybe I'll do that on another upcoming video, but there's more things I want to do. Another thing I'm kind of interested in, I'm really fearful of this because it's real taboo, but I've read a lot, I've done a lot of research, I've heard a lot of good things on it too, which is urine therapy. So maybe if I have the guts, I will go ahead and I will try that on a video a little bit later. But if you follow my journey, I'm going to be doing a lot of interesting things, touching on a lot of different subjects, a lot to do with health and nutrition. I, about a year and a half ago, went 100% vegan. No animal products whatsoever. To me, I find it very important what we put into our bodies. You have to be able to put all of the nutrients, the vitamins, to be optimal, to function optimally. Lately, the last couple of months, I've been going to the gym every morning, very rarely missing. It's important to go at least a few times a week. It's important to get exercise. You know, that stimulates all of our neurotransmitters. It helps us function. It fights, it alleviates depression. I've had depression. I had Big Pharma medicate me. I had big issues coming off of that stuff. I'm also going to touch on benzodiazepine withdrawals because I didn't even know. I thought I was taking something for anxiety, and it threw me into a world of hell. So I'm going to touch on that. I'm still getting all of that out of my system. It's only been like 5 months, and I'm starting to feel better. But this was all part of it. I started developing all of this stuff because I was going through horrible, horrible symptoms, and people go through these sometimes for years, and I don't believe it's necessary. I think by cleansing our body and taking out other toxins, we can make everything better. Better brain health, better cognitive abilities with your brain health, just all around better health. I'm also going to go into, I've cured myself of periodontal disease. I had periodontal disease. It took me less than 9 months. I have all of the proof. I have all of my dental records. I had up to 11 millimeter gaps in my teeth, and now the worst one that I have is a 3. I'm at 2s and 3s. Matter of fact, I'm going back. I have to go back for a cleansing, and they're going to go ahead and measure my pockets and the gap pockets. And my goal is to only have 1s and 2s, which is absolutely normal. Actually, up to a 3 is normal. So everything's looking really good. I also had signs of calcification on my bones for osteoporosis. Since I've been really working on myself the last year, I went in March, 0 signs of it. You can cure anything. Nobody is too far gone. I've seen people cure diabetes. I've helped my brother cure and resolve his gout issues. There's nothing that you can't do. The problem with allopathic medicine is that they treat the symptoms. You can't treat the symptoms. You have to find out what the root causes are, treat the root causes, and I guarantee you, over 90%, and some people will say 100% of all the root causes is imbalance in minerals. Problems with minerals in your system. So, and yeah, vitamins do a lot of great things for you too, but then again, you have to take the right vitamins. Your body just can't absorb. You can't take a multivitamin and expect it to absorb everything and to fix everything. A recommended daily allowance aren't necessarily good for everybody. So anyways, going on the distilled water fast, I'm also going to touch on chemicals in the system, what chemicals that we have out there that we breathe in just on a daily basis. What really sticks to us, even as far as our cavities, the old amalgam fillings, the mercury fillings. Why do you think they're putting that in with a mask and gloves and they can't touch it? Because it's toxic, it's mercury. I still have some to get removed because every time you chew, it releases a mercury gas every single time. It doesn't matter if it's a year old or if it's 50 years old. Every single time it will release that mercury toxic gas, and it's poisoning your brain. Anyways, and you know, I'm going to touch on big pharma with the medications, like I had said before. I know many kids that are getting medicated for ridiculous things like ADD, ADHD. I'll tell you what, how about trying to feed them real food? What a freaking concept. Food, not McDonald's. McDonald's is not food. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I wish I could convince my own family of that, but you know, that's another subject. When they're ready to learn, they'll learn. So anyways, thanks for listening to me. I've showed you a few of the things that I'm going to do in my very first video on my very first day. I'm going to go over the morning clean out solution and what I do with that. I'm also planning on filming my colonic, because I'm going to have my very first colonic. I'll be interested to see what's still up there. So yeah, I'll be doing that. I'll be interested to see and film any parasites that are coming out with this parasite cleanse, because we all have parasites in us, just most people don't realize. Candida, get rid of Candida. Not all Candida is good. Let me see, I think, also very important, subluxation, my chiropractic care. I go to the chiropractor every week. I've had a problem with my seat 1. It was causing all kinds of issues. I've had back problems for years. I've had 2 back surgeries, and I'm feeling a lot better. Chiropractic is really definitely the way to health. A lot of people don't realize it, but I'm going to do an interview with my chiropractor too. I don't know if it's going to be on this series, but definitely I'm going to video some work that my chiropractor does on me. But anyways, all of this is very important. The natural way is the best way. Just is. So anyways, thanks for listening to me, and thanks for tolerating my bad hair day and my no makeup, because that's the way I roll, and sometimes my jammies. Like I say, the haters will hate, the lovers will love, and I will see you later. Let's get this show on the road. See you later, kids.